history, all throughout history, when a despot or a conqueror or a wicked person wanted to subjugate the people, if the people were unarmed, it was easy for them to do that. In fact, it was a foregone conclusion. The only thing that has prevented that from happening in the United States is the fact that most Americans throughout our history up until recently have always had at least a .22 rifle in the closet. And no one could ever successfully march against an armed population which believed in themselves. We've lost a belief in ourselves. We've lost an understanding of the Constitution. We've lost the meaning behind it. We don't understand what our country is. We don't understand what keeps us free. And the secret government is manipulating you daily into begging them to take away your...
This is businessman Fang Bin, who became well known for posting videos online of Wuhan, the city at the center of the coronavirus outbreak. His footage appears to show relatives mourning sick and dead loved ones in a Wuhan hospital. He was campaigning for people to speak out about the realities of the virus, accusing the Chinese government of a cover-up.
大家一定要行动起来，要传播，要把真相传播出去。今天的肺炎，今天的武汉肺炎，既是天灾，也是人祸，更是人祸。
Fang Bin's account went quiet on the 7th of February. His last video was a piece of paper reading, "All citizens resist, hand power back to the people."
There are some stories, and I think that this is true, that the coronavirus is a U.S. patented virus. Now, why we have to patent a virus, I don't know. There are some stories that I think this is credible evidence that the virus was stolen from a lab that was doing research on bioweapons, and they were using this virus in that research. And there is some there is some evidence that that was stolen from the lab in Canada and taken to China. There is a bioweapons lab in Wuhan, China, so I think that's fairly substantiated by the things that I have read. And so, is there a conspiracy theory to let this virus loose in China for population control and that kind of thing? Maybe. We know the Chinese are real big on population control. But could it be, and I don't know this, but could it be that the 5G radiation has started to break down DNA so that the body has less resilience to viruses that are in the atmosphere? Now, we believe, and I think that there's some credibility to this, that the virus that they were looking at in Canada had been quote unquote advanced, meaning they were seeing what kind of things could happen to this virus. And so as a human being, I have an immune system that is supposed to protect me from viruses. In and of itself, the coronavirus is not any different or not even as deadly as the flu. I mean, many medical professionals in the last 2 weeks have come out here in the United States on all different radio and TV channels and have said the flu is much more virulent than this coronavirus. What Dr. David Brownstein wants you to do. Now, David Brownstein is a medical doctor, but he has a holistic approach to his to the way he treats his patients. Now, he says that the coronavirus is nothing new. It has been with us a long time. Coronavirus can affect both animals and humans, and it is important to keep in mind that most coronaviral infections are mild. Within the last 2 decades, there were 2 serious coronavirus infections: severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS, and Middle East respiratory system coronavirus, MERS, which had elevated death rates. Now, you will know, maybe you don't know, that the SARS virus, it was about 2003, 2004, it originated in Wuhan, Wuhan, China as well. So that leads me to believe that this biolab there may be a little bit responsible, because we know that bioweapons use viruses, and I don't know that we're getting all the information that we need to be getting from the Chinese government. I mean, I certainly am not getting it, and I don't know, with the culture that we have right now, that we can trust too many people to be telling us the truth.
Remember the swine flu scare of 1976? That was the year the U.S. government told us all that swine flu could turn out to be a killer that could spread across the nation. And Washington decided that every man, woman, and child in the nation should get a shot to prevent a nationwide outbreak, a pandemic. Well, 46 million of us obediently took the shot. And now 4,000 Americans are claiming damages from Uncle Sam amounting to $3.5 billion because of what happened when they took that shot. By far the greatest number of the claims, 2/3 of them, are for neurological damage or even death, allegedly triggered by the flu shot.
Shells at Walmart. Here's the other house. Look at these houses. Here's more of them. Whole thing empty. All of them. That's what happens when you panic shop. It's crazy. Can't even take my damn dog for a walk without fucking dealing with some bullshit like this. They talking about closed. What's closed? The field? Is the field closed? I mean, you know what I'm saying? The fucking field closed for me to walk my dog on? And I mean, what happens if I walk on it anyway? What are they gonna do, arrest me or some shit? It's like some shit out of a fucking movie, y'all, I swear. It's just gonna get worse before it gets better. Crazy.